Okay, sige, hello. So, ang gawin naman natin, itong problem na to. A 20 kilowatt decision generator delivering output at 1000 RPM has a terminal voltage of 500 volts. The armature resistance is zero point 0.1. The voltage drop per brush is 1 volt and the field resistance is 500 ohms. Calculate the speed at which the machine will run as a motor taking an input of 20 kilowatts from a 500 volts DC. So, nung binasa natin yung problem, nakita ulit natin na meron ulit tayong speed na involved in two conditions. So, again, no, basta speed in two conditions ang involved, di ba meron tayong ginagamit na ratio, E2 over E1 is equal to N2 over N1 multiplied by the flux 2 over flux 1. No? So, okay, let us start answering our problem. Sa drawing natin at the condition number 1, we are considering a generator. We are considering a shunt generator dito. So, lagay ulit natin yung circuit ng shunt generator natin. So, hanggat maaari, ilagay natin yung circuit. Pero kung kaya na nating sagutan no, without drawing the circuit of the generator, okay lang din naman. So, we have here the output of the generator, 20 kilowatts. So we have the PO dito, which is 20,000 watts, yung 20 kilowatts natin. And then, nagdi-deliver siya ng output when the speed is 1,000 RPM. And the terminal voltage, syempre, ito rin yun, no? Ano ang voltage niya sa load? 500 volts. Kasi generator nga yung consideration natin. There is an armature and then voltage drop per brush. So gawin natin dito so para hindi natin makalimutan mamaya. And then the field resistance. Tapos ilagay na natin dito yung symbol for our generated voltage. So sulat natin. The armature resistance is zero point 0.1. Yung voltage drop per brush natin is 1 volt. So because of the word per brush, so tinatimes natin sa 2, tama? So mayroong 2 volts na voltage drop dito. And then nandito ang generated voltage natin. And then the field resistance is 500. So the flow of our current, since ito ay generator, so manggagaling ulit sa armature, and then paghahatian ulit ng load and the shunt current. So punta ulit tayo sa KCL. So napansin niyo ba, engineers, no, basta kumpleto yung diagram natin sa motor and sa generator, lagi tayo nagpo-proceed either KCL or KVL. So punta tayo sa KCL, we have IA, which is the sum, syempre, ng load at saka ng shunt current natin. So, hindi binigay directly what are the load and the shunt currents respectively. Pero nakita natin at the load side, meron tayong power and voltage. Since P is equal to VI, di ba? So, we can say that the I is P over V. So, kung meron tayong load power, i-divide natin by the load voltage. So, ganun din ang gagawin natin dito sa I-shunt naman, given ang resistance, meron tayong voltage. So, di ba, ayun yung property ng shunt voltage natin. Kung ano ang load voltage sa shunt generator and motor, ayun din yung shunt voltage. So, kaya meron tayong V shunt dito over R shunt. So, let us solve for the armature current. So, the armature current is 20,000, which is the load power. I-divide natin by the load voltage na 500. I-plus natin yung shunt voltage na 500 over the shunt resistance na 500. So ito yung armature current natin as a generator. So 20,000 over 500 and then plus 1 kasi 500 over 500. So we have 41 amperes here. Next, in the KVL as a generator, if we are going to solve for the EG, nagpa-plus lang naman, di ba? Terminal voltage or the load voltage plus IARA. Take note, there is voltage of the brush. So ito kadalasan yung nakakalimutan natin, yung brush voltage. So I think naman nakabisado naman natin if we are solving for the EG, plus lang naman yung mga quantities natin. The load voltage is 500 plus yung IA natin na nakuha is 41. The armature resistance is 0.1. Tingin lang palagi, no? This is our diagram. Plus the brush drop natin na 2. So this will be our EG. 500 plus 41 times 0.1 plus 3. 506.1 ang EG natin. So volts. Next, since alam na natin what is the EG kapag generator siya, let us now change the machine or run the machine as a shunt motor. So hindi nagbabago ang position ng mga resistances natin. So nandun pa din yung brush drop. And then ito magiging E-back na, di ba? And then ito naman ay magiging source na, hindi na siya yung magiging load. So ulitin natin yung problem, calculate the speed at which the machine will run as a motor kung meron na siyang input na 20 kilowatts tsaka input na 500 volts. So actually ganun pa din, di ba? 500 volts pero naging input. 20,000 watts pero naging input. Kasi nga, naging motor. No, kailangan niya ng input conditions. Next, hindi nagbabago ang resistances natin. 0.1 pa din ang armature resistance, 500 pa din ang shunt resistance, present pa din dapat dyan yung brush drop kasi hindi naman natin binago yung composition ng machine. So binago lang natin yung yung pagkakagamit sa kanya. Ginawa lang natin siyang motor. So ang masasolve natin dito ngayon is the E-back. So take note tayo sa ating current. So kapag motor na siya, mag-i-start na ngayon yung current natin sa source. So ito na. And then, ang source naman ang paghahatian na ng tinatawag natin pa rin na siyang current and armature current. So ganun naman palagi, di ba, kapag motor. So if we are going to use the KCL and if we will be solving for the armature current, syempre, yung pinanggalingan na source current, ibawas lang natin yung mapupunta sa shunt, ayun yung matitira sa ating armature current. Tama? So ganun pa din, no, yung source current natin, ipakita natin as power over voltage. So yung power natin is 20,000 and then the voltage is 500 minus the shunt current by Ohm's law naman is voltage over resistance 500 over 500. So ito naman ang magiging bagong armature current natin sa condition number 2. So 20,000 over 500 minus 1, no? 39 amperes. And by KVL, kabisado na ba natin ang KVL pagdating sa motor? Di ba sa motor, we are solving the E-back. And ang pinaka-solution natin, if we are solving the E-back, ito naman yung may minus na, di ba? So, ima-minus na natin sa VS yung IARA at saka yung brush drop. No, alam na, tingnan nyo na lang yung kaibahan no, ng EG at saka ng EB pagdating sa generator and motor. So let us substitute. The source voltage is 500. The armature current na nasolve natin is 39. The armature resistance is 0.1. And then the brush drop is 2. So this is the E-back. 500 minus 39 times 0.1 minus 2. 494.1. Since we now have the voltages at conditions number 1 and condition number 2, the question of the problem is, ano ang speed dito sa condition number 2? So nandun pa din ang variation natin no, that the voltage is proportional to the speed times the flux. And then, gagawan lang natin to ng fraction, di ba? Nasa taas yung may hinahanap. So yung condition number 2 natin is running as a motor. So therefore, ang nasa taas na voltage natin is E-back. And then i-divide natin yung voltage as a condition number 1 which is the generator, kaya EG. So this is equal to N times flux. So N at the condition number 2 times the flux at the condition number 2. So ganun din dito, N at the condition number 1 times the flux at the condition number 1. So again, can we cancel ba itong flux 2 over flux 1? Yes, kasi una, walang binanggit about the relationship between the flux natin. And pangalawa, sa field natin, yung flux kasi Related yan sa field. So kapag hindi nagbabago yung field current natin, hindi rin magbabago yung flux. Kaya magka-cancel sila. Di ba? Ito yung field current natin sa condition 1, 500 over 500. Sa condition number 2, yung field current natin, 500 over 500 naman. So kaya pwede natin i-cancel yung flux natin. Kasi constant ang field. So the EBAP na nakuha natin is 494.1. Ito. And then the EG na nakuha natin is 506.1. So over 506.1. So this is equal to, syempre yung unknown natin na speed, ito ang hinahanap, N2. And then what is the N1? 1,000. So we can now solve for our speed number 2. 1,000 times 494.1 over 506.1. 976.23. So 976.29 RPM. So this is our answer. And ang nasa key answer is 976.1. So acceptable na yan, yung answer natin. 976.